Hi guys, thanks for joining in and watching. Today I'm going to be reviewing something for someone who's considering buying this beautiful tarot deck, and it's called the Ashley Cook Tarot. Let me just turn this light down, it's blinding me. It's called the Ashley Cook Tarot and it's by Ashley Cook. It's a self-published deck. It was designed in Scotland in 2018. And it's available at ashleycookprints.com or Etsy. And you can find Ashley over on Instagram at Ashley Cook. And I think this is a second deck, if I'm not wrong. And she's in the process of making another one as well. The reason why I bought it is because I adore collage decks. You know, some I've had over the years, hit and miss. Some are really, really terrible. If those of you who see my review on decks, regrettable deck purchases, I actually purchased the Uncommon Tarot, and it was a complete miss for me. This one, however, ticks all the right boxes. It's perfection. So it comes in just a normal standard tuck box, no frills or anything, no gilded edges or anything, because in my opinion, you know, do I like decks with gilded edges? Yes, I do, but like, I mean, it's not a deal, you know, big deal for me. I prefer something that's kind of slimmer and, you know, not like the size of a dictionary, the way you've got to like shuffle it, and you know, the cards are that thick you can't shuffle them. So this is on the most perfect cardstock ever. If anybody has any older US games decks, it's exactly the same kind of cardstock. So it's like a semi kind of gloss, but not glary. The cards aren't in order because I've just jumped on kind of quickly today, because I promised the person I was going to like do a little walkthrough. So as I said, it's digital and collage art. It ticks all the boxes. It's very Rider-Waite Smith based. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. I absolutely love it. So let me show you some of the cards. So you've got the Magician there, and you can see like the Magician's got the, you know, the symbols. From, as I said, like, it's very Rider-Waite Smith based, so you've got no problem reading the cards whatsoever. I love the vintage artwork that Ashley's used, and it works incredibly well for me as a deck. It's something, it is very much of a Rider-Waite Smith clone, but like, I mean, it's just like kind of completely different, you know. Ashley's actually used, like, you know, images from different sources, and it all blends seamlessly well for me. It's just such a, I mean, when you see it, like, before, you can see, like, you know, how vibrant the cards are. Some are quite dark as well, and then they've got this vibrancy on them as well, so they do look kind of luminous. I just love the whole color scheme. And you know what, for an indie deck, I think it was I'm sure it was only like £29.99 or something like that. And it's, you know, such a bargain for something different, and you're supporting an indie deck creator as well. And, you know, you can see like that 10 there, you know, the 10 of swords, and then you've got the sun there, and you've got the darkness and then the sun, so there's no details missed out. It's very, very readable. The 7 of cups as well. There's the 6 of wands. I just love the kind of blues and the pinks and, you know, the purples, and then you've got like such a contrast with the dark colours, and yet like a complete vibrancy, so you're not struggling to see details at all. So yeah, it's gorgeous. I love decks like this as long as they're done, executed well. This one is. You know, because we all know with collage work, you know, it can look out of place or a bit jarring. This one doesn't, however. And so I love that little chess pieces on the 5 of Pentacles there. And there's the 3 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and there's the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 5 of Cups. So this one I love, because normally you see a person in the normal 5 of Cups with the head down, kind of like, you know, not looking up. I mean, this person on this card is aware of the three cups, you know, falling over, but they're actually looking out into the distance. And I like that because that's kind of an empowering card, instead of the general feeling of hopelessness that you normally get with the Five of Cups. Temperance is gorgeous as well. As you can see, if you look closely at the card, you can see all kind of like different kind of media used in the deck as well. You know, there's like little patterns you can see if you really look closely. But it's not like, you know, some decks can be extremely busy. It's not a busy deck. You know, you haven't got to, you know, you can see the card straight away. I can anyway. And you haven't got to think, scratching your head, oh, what's that card? You know, I don't know what that is. So there we go, the seven of swords here, and Ashley's got this perfectly well as well, because we all know that, you know, sword relate to air, relate to the mind, relate to thinking and intellect. So she's got this absolutely perfectly spot on for that one. I adore that Knight of Pentacles because it's just a lovely, like a knight in this like glowing armor. The horse is kind of moving but not galloping, so that's spot on as well. And this one too. There's not one card, honestly, I don't like in the whole deck. I mean, this is a really positive review for a change from me. So it's just lovely. I use it a lot. I mean, I should use it a lot more than I do. But like, I mean, you know, I've got so many decks lying around still. After the mass clean out, I might actually have another clean out as well. Because, you know, the decks that I've kept behind, I'm thinking, I've kept these behind, but for what reason? I don't think I'm going to be using them. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing another sort out soon as well. So, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and, like, get my decks down to a minimum of 50, if I possibly can. And that includes Oracle decks as well. Because I think 50 is quite a nice number, and it's a substantial amount of decks to own. And even with that many, you know, you couldn't possibly use them all in a short time. So we've got the beautiful Fool there, all the energy behind of the glowing sky. You've got the dog there, you've got the Fool jumping over the cliff, well, walking over the cliff, you know. So that's standard. It's just lovely. That Sun card is possibly one of the most beautiful ones I've seen in a long time. It's full of vibrancy. You can sense the energy off the card as well. And the Seven of Wands. That beautiful Nine of Pentacles. And that Ten of Cups as well. And there's the Page. And the Six. The Hermit. That's so pretty, and, you know, kind of like completely gets the energy of the Hermit to me. There's the Queen of Swords and the Knight. Three of Cups. High Priestess in like kind of a meditative yoga pose. You got the Lotus Flower of the Moon and the Crescent Moon on the top, and the Full Moon, I think it is, yeah. So yeah, you can actually see how very much like a Rider-Waite-Smith deck it is, but it does add something different, and I like different. I like somebody who's not afraid to kind of like express their creativity in a deck, and especially when something works as well as this does. I did actually do a review on my Instagram, I think, a couple of months ago about this deck, because I absolutely love it. And so I hope the person who I review this to has made your mind up, because personally, I think it really adds something different to someone's collection. And you know, instead of having all the same, and, you know, I've recently found out as well that like a mixture of decks, like, you know, I never used to like cute decks or anything, but I've started to add like different decks now, you know, like kawaii decks and dark decks and lighter decks. And And it kind of, I think we all need that kind of diversity in our decks, don't we? You know, where we can pick something depending on our mood. And it's really nice, you know, because I used to be in this place of like, I've got to get every dark deck on the market. But not anymore, because it all becomes very, very samey. But yeah, it is gorgeous. 10 out of 10 for everything. You know, you might want to, I think somebody I know's trimmed this deck over on Instagram. Obviously, if you're into that kind of thing, you can do it. I'm personally crap at it, so it doesn't bother me anyway, this tiny white border around the side, because it just makes the pictures pop more for me. It doesn't come with a guidebook, but you can use any kind of Rider-Waite-Smith guidebook with it, any tarot book with it, and you can get the meanings off the internet now anyway. So yeah, so that is my quick walkthrough, and we should take me right back to the beginning now. I've stopped rabbiting, of the Ashley Cook Tarot by Ashley Cook, and it's available now as far as I know. So thank you for watching, guys. I will be doing a more intensive review tomorrow of some decks that I'm still kind of on the fence about. So thanks for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.